How's everybody doing? Adventure AZ here. I'm Gabriel. We got the Axial Gilamon out here at Mini Moab, one of our local crawling spots. One of the first places we took it when we got it box stock. Did a lot to it. We'll talk about that through the video. If you guys remember seeing my first drive and review, this thing box stock, this was one of the first obstacles we were able to get it up. This is going to be so much easier with four-wheel steer. Let me try to get a good angle. So much easier with four-wheel steer. I don't even think we'll need dig. We might use a little dig. That overdrive is just the right amount of overdrive. Nicely pulling us through. That front end kind of picking up. There we go, we got it to settle down. Nice. See, four-wheel steer just made that obstacle, that little crack right there, so much easier. Alright guys, redemption time on this line. This is a fun line, and we are here to redeem ourselves. I know that the Gilamon can do it, especially after all of our upgrades. Man, that overdrive is, like I said, just the perfect amount to like pull that front end through almost anything. Now keep in mind, a lot of these lines are going to be fairly easy. I do these with my 1/10 scale. Whoop. Nicely. But should still be a fair challenge for it being it didn't do its bone stock. So, and in case y'all were wondering, these nice rims here, they're just some Amazon cheapies, some deeper dish ones. So, oh, woo, getting poked, pokey bush. Yeah, just some Amazon cheapies. We're sticking on a little bit of a budget, but let's go ahead and there we go. Just need a little more throttle. Can't creep that one. Pull right through it. Nice. All right, folks. Let's get on to the next one. We're going to continue that. Wrap around. Come down this. Oh yeah, those Endura inserts are conforming very nicely. They're the blue ones, the medium ones, not the green. So, whoo, nice and stable, what we want. Yeah, we changed out our front springs to the medium size soft springs in the kit. So I didn't like how it was fully slammed. We want a little bit up on there. So we did throw basically the same size spring that comes in the rear, which if you get the spring pack is not going to be the longest spring in the spring pack. It's going to be the medium size soft spring, red spring. So we're running the same springs front and rear, and it's keeping this front end from being fully slammed, because with those stock springs it was just fully slammed. I didn't like it fully slammed. It seemed like it was rough, right? It's riding on the chassis. So definitely worth getting a spring kit and playing with them. All right, so right here we're going to use some ASD. Get that front, oh yeah, get that front up there. Come on, Doesn't want to climb. Let's go back to 4-wheel. Oh, just effortlessly. Yeah, with those medium springs for the ASD, it shifts really smoothly. Woo! Wasn't watching our rear. Sorry for the angle, guys. I'm paying a little more attention to the shot. We're paying a little more attention to getting through the obstacle. There we go. A little throttle through it. Haven't really had to use our suck down winch too much. That's always nice. Like I said, that overdrive keeps it pretty settled down. All right. These cracks are so fun out here. Definitely been really happy with this setup here after upgrading. It's a lot wider and bigger than other trucks. Definitely gonna have to try out some other lines and whatnot, but still fun. Definitely fun. I can hit some of these lines way different. See, look at that tire wrap. That's really good. But I can hit these lines way different than I can hit them in my 1/10 scales. So it's definitely fun. And we're not using any crazy steering servos or anything. We're using the eco-powered WP 250Ts. And they had changed those. Now if you're looking for a cheap $100 servo that performs pretty well, I just had these laying around. Eventually probably go to Reefs. We'll see how these perform. But if you're looking for a nice $100 servo, they're not the 250s anymore. They changed it to the 255Ts. Wow. I've never been able to get a tire up on that soon with any other rig. That's pretty cool. I'm sure the wheelbase and the sheer size of this thing helped us, but that was pretty cool. And just for safe measures for all the electronics we're running, we are running a Castle BEC, just the Castle 10 amp BEC. Helps manage all the power. Continuing on. So for the suck down winch, we are running the Reefs Micro 99 for our suck down winch. It's what I use in my Capra. It's fairly good. Come on, we're on that belly. Different approach. Get that belly through there. Yep, we're using that for our suck down winch, and then for our ASD and the transmission, we're using that eco-powered WP 173. Fairly good one. All these eco-power servos, they have lifetime warranty in the gears. So, with that being said, you just got to contact AMain. Make sure you purchase it from AMain. That way you have no issues contacting them about getting gears for the warranty. So I found that out after I bought a set of gears to rebuild my WP 173 for my Capra. So the more you know, the better off you are, I guess. lifetime warranty on those gears. Just rebuild them and just keep going. It's always fun to save some money in the hobby, I will say that. Can't be a penny pincher, but definitely like to save a little. Alright, let's see how we want to approach that up top. Catch you up top. Alright, here at the top, I'm going to drop down this. So let's see how this does. These rear shocks are extremely long, but I'm hoping that with that overdrive we don't have to use our dig in the rear, but I'm thinking we might use the dig in the rear. Those rear shocks are fully unloaded. We have a lot of weight in the front between that motor and the battery, so without falling myself, let's see what we can, if we can keep it stable without using, you know what, I'm gonna kick it in. I'd rather keep her stable. Just go ahead and use the tools in our toolbox. Well, that's why we got them, right? Okay, let's go ahead and go back to 4-wheel. Turn our rears down over here. Get it to stabilize. There we go, we set it down nicely. Now, this little ledge, usually there's multiple ways to get across it, but I'm just gonna go ahead and take this route, because this Gilamon is pretty big, but quite stable. I didn't add any extra weight to those wheels because those inserts have quite enough weight. Oh, that's a nice shot right there. And I thought they were only running like 33% overdrive from the transmission in this thing. Seems a little more aggressive, but I don't quote me on that. I would have to look it up, and I'm not sure if it's like 35, 33, 30%, 32, somewhere in that range, in the 30 range for the overdrive. Definitely really helps. My rear tire just gripping. Ooh. Definitely liking these inserts. Really good sidewall, side hill, but really good deflection and grip. And man, this Fusion 8 just smooth control. Oh, we slipped off of it. Still pull through. Fusion 8 is just really smooth and stays nice and cool. Nice and cool is the main important thing. I was having overheating issues. This Fusion 8 stays nice and cool, guys. Alright, continuing up this hill, we got some gnarly line right here. This one coming up right here. This one is fun. Believe it or not, I was eyeballing this line and eyeballing it and eyeballing it. Never actually did it. And then my wife, with her Capra build, hit it and did it her first try. And I was like, no way. So I definitely got in on the action. And you can definitely hit it very different with the bigger truck, because you gotta get it just right with those Capras or those 1/10s, otherwise you're struggling, and this thing just pulled through it amazingly. Yee! some nar, guys. Get on that ledge of this. Right on the edge of the cliff. Not that far of a drop, but a good drop. Alright, let's go catch up with our rig. We caught up with it. Wish there's a way to film from the other side. I bet the shot looks better from the other side, but I would have trouble because it's way down there. So we'll get you guys this shot. See, we're pretty sideways. When we rebuilt our shocks, we used the low C90 weight, but the shocks are leaning a little bit. But there is no sidewall deflection. Awesome. This obstacle is pretty fun. Test your side hilling kit. You got to come across this all sideways, and it comes into this nice crack right here. Fun line. I know this Gilamon, man. This Gilamon is just killing it out here. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to take this thing on all those other places, man. Apache Corral, Apache Canyon. Yeah, it would just shred those lines. There we go, a little bit of wheel speed. Get us up it. Definitely handled that pretty well once we got through the bottom of it. This hole's pretty fun. It could trap your front end, but with these big 2.2 tires, I don't think we're gonna have much of a problem. Dang, see, even with those inserts, that deflection, the tire deflection we have, it just grips. It's pretty good. Very happy with them. Tried to keep that rear balance across it, but it fell in and it just pulled right out. No problem. So there you folks have it. The Axial Gilamon out here at Mini Moab. One of the best spots to come test your rig at here in Arizona. Everybody comes test their rig here at Mini Moab. It's where I took the Axial Gilamon when it was bone stock. It didn't do well. After upgrades, man, I think it's ready to go get into some gnarly canyons now, guys. So stay tuned. We're going to be hitting all the gnarly spots with the Axial Gilamon next. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Catch you next time.